Hi guys, what's up? So ever since the last part, I tried to transfer my content over to my computer because I was running out of space, and in that time the power cut at 8:20, like just some random arbitrary hour. That is just South Africa for you. Moto utlaba depressed, melancholic, and in the middle of that melancholy I didn't the power cut. Like seriously, they're very, very depressing. And so I don't even know what video to delete to make space, but I can't just sit around in the pitchness of night with nothing to do. Death curse in operation, and not try and see if I can't get as much content out as I possibly can. I hope I don't get cut. Power vibes. Like, as you can tell, there's like funny lighting. Situation. This is what I'm using to light up the environment, and it's probably gonna get dimmer as time progresses, but we need to get the story out. Trying to keep wake this thing. This is not just some expose where nyoko yachiri for the indiscretions. This is me trying to survive what she's doing to me. It's between me and her. Do you understand? That she has been rolling around in for 8 years straight, 10 actually, because only busy even before I can't. Now it's a matter of life and death, and in she might as well drop like a domino. You don't get to do this. Like gets a serpent. You're gonna make yourself a scorpion. It's that basic. So who evangelize, who stand in the gap. Now if it's between me and her, if this is a trial by ordeal, that domino I don't even think I'd miss her if she were to go. I literally don't think I would miss her. This chick has tried to kill me twice. First time was human sacrifice when she was trying to use it to msebetsi, and now two. Already like I'm dealing this dude from the US. He's actually quite obsessed. Like I get to be why alone. He's deeply involved in the occult. He just sent me money. It's a stalker, and it's a very sensitive situation that I have to keep on praying off and praying off and praying off. Kamo kitila ka taba ro YouTube e share benile channel yaka. Kamo kitila ka taba ya hore I cannot tell the again anyway. Family yaka ha ena taba le nna. There are spells in operation that are keeping my mother daft and dull and dumb. Ha di kene taba tsa go ngwana hae a be right mo lifeng. Ha ona motho mpatlang ke nyetse, ha ona motho mpatlang ke na le bana, ha ona motho mpatlang ke na le mosebetsi. Bang bolai. Jwanong a setse jwanong motho a bolawa. Ana take le decorame teng kae kontsha nyoko ya this girl kaofela ntho tsa gagwe kaofela tsa di entseng o tla di tlhatsa a batla ra sa batle ke a tlhaloganya gore we were not against flesh and blood but against rulers and all those things. Mara motho wa flesh and blood ha mo bonile sebaka family ya gagwe se itshwatlegile extended a sentse a ravasitse maphelo a batho ba mangata, so friends, family members, own sister, mom and dad, protector, everything has fallen apart. The whole family is on the precipice of death as a collective, and she is allowed to run rampant, still doing spells all the way in the Netherlands or Poland. I don't know where she is right now. She's in some country in Europe, and she's busy doing rituals there because social media akiragana di borders, and she's busy stalking me online. That is what is going on. It's like anything for chelet, anything for money is what these people end up running with, and they thoroughly believe they can take in their stride the passing away of friends and family members. Desperation. My thing about the occult is, guys, here it is that you are involved in this dark stuff, ne? Why, when you find out that the spiritual realm is real and it can affect such things, do you not then start to wonder if there is a counteracting effect, a power that is counter the one that you're walking in? If you are walking in darkness, an obvious satanic force, don't you fear there is a God? That's just the thing. This world believes that if there is a God, he's namby-pamby fluffy, chilling in the sky, doing nothing, intervening in the affairs of man. They literally think Satan is more involved in the affairs of man than God. They seriously believe that Satan is more involved in the affairs of man than God, to a point of consulting Satan for everything they want instead of God. They undermine prayer, they underestimate tapelo le patience, but underestimate the virtues of Mudimu in favor of the haste, the ill-gotten gain, and the instant gratification of Satan. And they run with it, imagining that God is weak, that good is weak. How in the world do you think good is weak? And so, to you, anything to get ahead. These spiritual forces that give you a career, these spiritual forces that give you children that aren't of your own womb, these spiritual forces tse utswetsang batho bikamoso, tse ntshang revenge on batho, tse bolang batho remotely, kenyang men and women in car accidents, and and everybody thinks it's just a car accident, a blip, a fluke, a drunken driver. Kantiki human sacrifice ritual. And they seriously think that involving themselves in such a hard knock haughty spiritual disaster, that there is not a corrector or a balancer of all such things. Why do they not fear the power of light? Why are they so enamored with ill-gotten gain and the power of darkness that steals families from them, that steals love from them, that steals relationships from them? Habana peace. They do not have peace. And yet for them, it's like, at least I'm an executive. Are you freaking serious? At least I drive a better car than my cousin. Is that really it? So everything, the smiles, the laughter, the breaking of bread, all the experiences that you have with another human being, they are underwhelmed and undermined in their potency to bring joy over career. These people thoroughly believe or a new car or a new house or a street cred, clout, and a reputation, and like just being respected for what you have. They seriously think those things overwhelm basic nostalgic memories of childhood. They think or those things undermine things like Lebanaba Madi I1, things like Christmas memories, things like baby showers and newborn babies and attendance at weddings. Really titled like this. Earlier I spoke about how it is that banaba khai ga bantse mara re godile tight so much that banaba teng ba ka ba confused or really tight at some point. They would never know it. They treat me like I'm a distant relative. They have gone on right ahead to give more oomph, weight, might, and power to acquisitions and things above flesh and blood, above human beings, above those that have a heart and a soul, and those who breathe, inhale and exhale, and those who, if at all they pass away, you mourn, sometimes for years. Whereas how latlhegelwa ke koloi ba repossessa o ba fra for 3 months following which you see if you can't buy a new car, and if at all they do, if at all you get a new job o bo gona go reka koloi eo entšha wa lebala le koloi ya gale wela e tsailwe e bo repossessitswe. If they repossess your BMW today and in a year you're able to get an even better BMW, it might hurt today, you cry, and then a year later you get that BMW, you rejoice. You forget that you ever had that other BMW. You realize that God helped you to come through on a BMW entšha mara motho ga tlhokofetse. There is no human being that you can use. There is a human being is not it's not a piece of equipment, it's not a vehicle. Human being in value over time does not depreciate. Do you understand? Like a car, like a piece of furniture, like a house that can get repossessed by the bank when you don't pay the monthly installments. And yet a person, when you enter into hard times, you can't bring them back when your life is better again. You cannot get a new job and so get the car back that was repossessed, or the house back, buy a house again after your first one that was repossessed. You cannot walk into a regret of a human sacrifice ritual and then bring back the dead cousin. Abaiboni that thing, and I don't know why it does not dawn on them as common sense. Romans 1 says therein, hooray, these people are without excuse, for the invisible qualities of God are all over creation. And on top of that, banal something basic called a conscience. Lo muntu in the acquisition of career and zonke lezento wavele was scrapper, cancel, nullify altogether off the face of the earth. Kazini bumba ektaite, the tightest, closest person she had in her life. We were closer than any other relative that she has, including her sister. And for her, it was a small price to pay, my death, because she tried to sacrifice my life. A small price to pay in comparison to acquiring a career and stampeding me underfoot, making sure that the Bible says, anger is overwhelming and fury is a flood, but who can stand before jealousy? Umona, uyahlanyisa umuntu. Uthatha umuntu, umdibanise namabonda. To a point where I'll send my noodles. To a point where you can thoroughly fathom that the loss of a human being is the tantamount of the loss of a car. That you will move on next year. A few minutes, a few months after by repossessor uzoba right, they thoroughly go and equate human beings with objects. All the best. Next part.